What's up, everybody? Today, we're back with another tier list. Major cities in the U.S. So this is like 33 of the biggest cities in the United States, and I have to rate them. So, we have 5 categories. We have D, C, B, A, and Shining City on the Hilltop. So, pretty much S. Let's get it started with Chicago. Now, I'm a big Chicago guy. I like Chicago a lot. I think Chicago's a very nice, shining city on the hilltop. San Francisco. San Francisco's a pretty, like, historic, not, okay, kind of historic, but it's a city with, like, a lot of, San Francisco's pretty solid, honestly. Pretty nice place to be. I think it's an A tier. It's almost an S tier, but not exactly. You should subscribe, by the way. Anyway, we got Philadelphia. Philadelphia is also, I think, a pretty good one. Like, it's got some good culture, things to do for sure. So I think I'll put it in A tier. I just don't think it does. It's almost an S, but not quite an S. Portland is a D tier. Portland does not seem, well, assuming we're talking about Oregon, which I think we are, not Portland, Maine. Don't mess around with Portland. Seems dangerous and stuff. Baltimore, Maryland. Honestly, I would say a little bit underrated, I guess. I think Baltimore, Maryland. I think it's B tier. I guess it's kind of close to A. Like maybe it's B plus because it's not that significant, but it's a pretty nice place. Denver, I feel like Denver's an S tier. Denver's very nice. Colorado as a state seems just like a very nice place, to be honest. Honolulu. Ooh, Honolulu's an interesting one. I don't know where I would put this. I mean, it's probably nice being like, I think it's probably a B. Like, I don't think there's, oh gosh, there. I don't think there's like too many problems there, but I don't know. Stay at Miami. I would not want to be. I feel like it gets way too hot in Miami, so I'm gonna put Miami in. I'll put it in C tier though. I mean, it probably is a nice place to go on vacation. Minneapolis. I would say Minneapolis is like a. Where would I put? Because I feel like I like Minnesota, but I don't like Minneapolis that much. If I'm being honest, I think I'll put it in A tier. But I like the state way more than I like the city. Detroit is a D tier. Do not mess around in Detroit. But I should point out that this used to say it was like D for Detroit. That's what it said at the start. Like it said something like that. So, that was kind of funny, but I had to change it. I feel like that was too mean to Detroit. But yeah, Detroit, crazy place. Seattle seems like, I think Seattle's another A tier. Seems like a nice place. San Antonio. I'd probably put it in B. It probably gets, there's the Alamos there, which is what's really cool, but it probably gets hot. Cleveland. I think Cleveland is another fair B tier. There's some things to do, but it's not exactly the nicest place. Still cool though. Orlando. I'm gonna hate on Orlando. I have been there. Like, it's hot. I don't think going to Disney. I feel like going to Disney World and like Universal Studios is just like so expensive. So I'm like, what are you gonna do in Orlando? Like, just kind of an L. San Diego. San Diego actually has really nice weather. So I think it goes an A tier. I think it goes an A tier. Just some good things to do around there and good weather. New York is an S tier. I feel like New York is just a D city. Where everything happens. So you gotta put that in S tier. Indianapolis is an interesting one. I don't know. I would say it's a B tier. I don't think it's like this really too famous for anything to do, but seems nice. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's kind of solid, honestly. Like, Pittsburgh just feels like the place to be for some reason. And I've been there, and it's nice, so I'll put it 8 tier. Atlantic City, New Jersey. Okay, so I feel like I've heard of this, and it just seems like a place to go to hotel. I don't know, this doesn't seem like a real city. It just seems like, let's go to the hotel on the beach. You know. Memphis. I don't know how I feel about this one. Memphis is actually pretty far south. I feel like Memphis is kind of just like mid, you know, like a C tier. I don't know. It just doesn't seem great. Downtown. So Anchorage, that's interesting because it gets really cold. But honestly, going to like Anchorage and just like going to Alaska sounds honestly like pretty cool. So I'll put an 8 there. Like maybe not in the winter, maybe in like the summer or like the spring or the fall. It would actually be kind of cool. Oh, Atlanta. Ooh, Atlanta's scary. I think Atlanta's another C tier. Like, there's things to do, but never would want to live there, and Atlanta seems kind of scary. Cincinnati's alright. I think Cincinnati's a B tier. It's alright. Washington D.C. Pretty cool place. I have quite a bit of experience with Washington D.C. How high do I want to put it though? I say it's an A tier. I mean, there's definitely a lot to do in Washington D.C., which is pretty cool. Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas honestly seems like a nice place. I'll put it in. I'll give it B tier. Or no, honestly, I'll give it A tier. It seems like just such a nice place. Kansas City also seems like a pretty nice place. Los Angeles, maybe my hottest take, D tier. I just do not want to go to Los Angeles. There's just too much people. Like, yeah, it's hot and the houses are so expensive. Like, it just doesn't seem cool. I don't know. Oh, New Orleans, I'll probably put in B tier. It's got some good culture. It's definitely got quite a bit of things to do, I'm sure. But I don't know. I just can't stop thinking about how hot it would be. Phoenix. I think Phoenix is another B tier, pretty nice place, but nothing special. Vegas. I'm not a big Vegas guy. Like, I feel like, well, okay, I'll put it in C tier only because there's great like landscape and like the surrounding areas and like things to do. But like actually being in the city, like I'm not trying to gamble. I don't want to gamble. You know, like that's all you can really do. Just gamble and do like bad things. Just not bad things, but like it's like things you can't really take your kids to do. You know. Boston. Boston's pretty awesome. I think Boston's an S tier. I feel like Boston's like the OG city. It's great. It's very nice. Yeah, love Boston. Dallas, Texas is honestly, I think it's B tier. Close to A tier, a little bit of a B plus, but pretty nice. And then St. Louis. I'm not a big St. Louis guy. St. Louis is definitely a little sketchy. But it's got the arch, which is nice. I'll give it C tier. Anyway, that is my tier list about major cities in the United States. Make sure to subscribe and thank you all for watching.